Do we have free will, or is every single choice we make predetermined? Never before in any medium has this question been addressed so beautifully than Life is Strange. Many games out there have choice as a mechanic, but Life is Strange is the only one that has its core theme around that choice, or rather, the lack of it. Now, this goes without saying, but spoiler alert. For those who haven't played this game, here is the brief synopsis. The main character is Max, and early on in the game, she saves her best friend Chloe from being murdered using the unexplained power to travel back in time. They spend the next week together, bonding and rebuilding their close friendship as they have spent the last few years apart. Throughout, Chloe dies again and again from a wide series of causes, but every time, Max is there to change time and save her once more. As a direct result, a hurricane builds larger and larger until at the very end, Max is faced with a choice. The only choice in the game that really matters. Go back in time and stop herself from saving Chloe, thus saving the thousands of people living in the bay below, but also killing her best friend and wiping away the last week they spent together from history, for only to reside in Max's memory. Or do nothing and let the storm rip through the bay, killing everyone, but saving Chloe. I would like to make the argument that the ending where Chloe dies is the only one that works. Throughout the narrative, it is constantly foreshadowed that Chloe is destined to die, that she doesn't belong in the land of the living. Chloe is killed dozens of times, but every time Max interrupts nature and brings her back. As Max saves her more and more, the strain on her body grows greater, as does the wrath of nature's storm. It is for this reason that the ending where Chloe dies is by far the most beautiful and meaningful one. When Max lets Chloe die, it completely negates every choice the player has made and sets forth on a linear set of events where every choice and effort made is ignored. Many people reacted to these endings with rejection on how they ignored the choices made, but truly, I absolutely believe this to be without doubt the best ending they could have possibly done. The fact that the player's choices were completely negated meant so much more than any ending where they would have made a difference, because that's how life works. Despite our best intentions, despite us trying our best, we can never change the past. And once those we love are dead, we can't hold on with all our might. We need to learn to let go. And that, in part, is why this ending is the only true one. Because despite our best efforts, life is not something we can control. Life is strange, if you'll pardon the pun. When Chloe lives in the end, it entirely goes against the narrative. Every bit of foreshadowing and all the meaning that came before it is entirely swept away, leaving only the hollow, meaningless shell of the second ending. The only meaning that comes with it is that we have free will and can choose whatever we like. But truly, such a fulfilling conclusion goes completely against the game's consistent, sad, melancholy tone. Even then, the ending where Max saves Chloe just one more time is the same ending as when she dies. Max has been saving Chloe again and again since the start, but the unstoppable juggernaut of nature never gave up and still never will. It is only a matter of time until Max isn't powerful enough to stop it, and Chloe finally dies, rebalancing the natural order. There are so many who ask the question, who gave Max her powers, or how did she get them? The problem is, that doesn't matter. In the ending, where Chloe dies and all choices made are negated, it begs the only question that matters. Why did Max get her powers? To answer that, let me ask, what is different? When Max chooses to never save Chloe, what is the only thing that changed? Not the timeline, but Max herself. The reason Max was given her powers was not so she could save Chloe. She hadn't seen Chloe in years, but through this gift, she was able to spend one last week with her best friend. The reason why Max was given these powers was not so she could save Chloe. It was so that she could say goodbye. And we should consider Max lucky. So few of us in life get the chance to say goodbye to those we love. You want to know the meaning behind Life is Strange. It is that you should live life to its fullest and cherish every last moment of it with those you love. Because you can't turn back time, and you never know how long you've got. Thanks for watching today's video. I don't normally make video essays on gaming, but who knows? If you did like this video and would like to see more of this kind of content from me on gaming, then please subscribe and like down below. I will, as per always, be active in the comments if you would like to discuss this masterpiece of a game with me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time on The Closer Look.